Did you pull Ruby out for me?
I sure did, you sweet little thing.
Thank you. Well, I am off to catch Armored Mewtwo, a Pokemon I do not have. Wish me luck.
Okay, good luck. Sounds like you're gonna need it.
It's hot and sticky out here again. Just kind of miserable on the humidity side. I asked Don if he would run out and get the car out for me. Good afternoon, Ruby. Because I am running a little late to make this raid, which is around the corner. I was headed to town to go to Walmart and PetSmart anyway. Since I didn't get any cat food yesterday, I sure better pick up some today. But we're gonna raid at Emmanuel Holiness at 2:20. Well, that really got me up off the couch pretty quick since I don't have this Armored Mewtwo Pokemon yet. So I'll go visit with my Pokemon Go friends. Hopefully be lucky and catch it on at least one of the accounts I have with me today. I'll be battling on mine and Don's account since I don't have any additional, you know, I don't have Johnny's equipment that he's got with him. I can't take all 4 accounts in today. And hopefully I'll get it on at least one and we can call it good. Yep, I recognize some of these cars. I should be able to pull in here in front of the Toyota and reach the gym. No one will be getting out in the heat. Not pretty much. Well, Don's game glitched out and I failed to catch him, but he's also at Town Hall and of course that's closed today, so we're gonna head over there next. We just took him down. 95 out there. People aren't really getting out of the cars, but there's Town Hall, soon to become the police department. Because Bob Barker is going to become Town Hall. Yay, I caught him on Don's account. Yay, I got him on the very last ball. With this heat, I really think I should have had Don drive up here, drop me off at the door, wait for me to come out and come pick me up. That's what I'm thinking. I'm feeling that right now. Thankfully, the sun just went in a little bit. But yeah, the entrance from PetSmart to Walmart is not super conducive to parking in one spot and going into both places. Especially when you really shouldn't take your PetSmart stuff in Walmart and probably vice versa. So I'm probably gonna go get what I need at PetSmart and then move the car. We'll see. Either way, it'll be a lot of walking. Hi guys. Hi. Can you do it that way? I bet you guys are ready to go home with your forever people. Yeah, it does. You look just like nighttime. You look just like my nighttime. Mission accomplished. They offered the bag everything, and then maybe I could have gone over to Walmart, but I said nah, I like it in the boxes. I have to get a picture on the way out, but they have marked off about 10 or 15 prime parking spaces for pickup only right in front of the pharmacy door over there. I don't know how that's gonna fly. I have what I need, including some ice cream, so I'm gonna pretty much have to go straight to the house now. Hey, Donnie.
Hey, sweet thing.
I may have to run back to the library to help them out with one more raid, but I needed to bring the ice cream home.
Oh, ice cream.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Ice cream's in the back in the red storage thing. Two bags in the red thing that need to go in the refrigerator. Back over here at the library, staying cool, and we're waiting for one more person to start the raid. That'll be 4 I've done today. Well, after I got it on mine and Don's account, I tried twice on Johnny's account. Unfortunately, no luck. Better luck next time. Just pulled up back at home and I've left the air on purpose here for a minute because if I go into dog mode, well first, let's see, I've got rear and front on. I turned rear on because I had the ice cream back there. You know, I had no rear passengers. So it was basically, there was a message down here telling me, you know, it's not on because nobody's back there. But I've turned it on purpose because of the ice cream. And then if I put it in dog mode, it automatically turns the back off and just leaves the front on. And I tested it. Let me turn that back off again. Turned rear, came back on, because however it is before you put climate on or dog mode on, it goes back to it when it goes off. If I put climate on, also turns the rear off. So Kyle over at Outer Spec Motoring, our friend, with Ellie the golden retriever and Blue they've been having trouble because the dogs are in the back, but of course, and they're using dog mode. But when they do that, the rear, you know, is cutting off. And so the dogs are trying to come up to the front, and the air, you know, the car is staying cool, but it's not, I guess I'm going to say, necessarily comfortable for the dogs. And of course, they basically want their face right here. This is the X, they've got a 3, but they want their face up here on the vent. Whereas if the vent would, you know, be on in the back, then the dogs would be more comfortable. So I'm going to tweet Elon and suggest that, you have the ability to leave the rear air on with dog mode. Now look, I love the white seats in my Model X. I would order them all over again. We have white seats ordered in the Model Y. And I would still recommend them to everybody. But look guys, I screwed up a little bit. I know I'm not allowed to wear blue jeans that are dark into the Tesla. It's even a problem if I've washed them 5 to 10 times and bought them at the thrift store. You gotta get jeans that are not so dark. You don't want super dark jeans. Yep, these. Yeah, my light colored jeans, they got worn out and I had to get a new pair. And the pair that I ended up with came from Guardian Angel. But look at what they've done to the seat. Because I was sitting on the towel, and oh, by the way, there's stain on the towel too. But I was sitting on the towel, but it kind of slid. And I was out in the rain up there at Roadhis Dam. And I've now got some blue on my seat. So what am I going to do first? Well, I'm just going to try water first. Now, I've learned from watching Bjorn that it makes for a really nice story if you put down some painter's tape and then you wipe and you show just how good it came off. So all I'm doing now is I just have water. I just have water. And I would say it's come off a little bit, but it certainly has not come off as much as I want it to come off. And some of this could have been prior to this pair of jeans, but I suspect most of it was from this pair of jeans. Okay, so always start, I can't see any blue on my towel, but always start out with the least strong chemical, right? So in this case, like I said, just water. And that did do, with minimal rubbing, it did do a pretty good job, but it's not perfect. It's much better, but it's not perfect. Let me show you. Let's take off the tape. Well, you know, the tape doesn't really seem to have, I can mean it's a little darker there, but it's not a lot darker there. So it wasn't super bad to begin with, but you can certainly see it in person. So the next thing is, Tesla used to recommend using isopropyl rubbing alcohol. They since taken that off of the page apparently, but I'm going to try that next. I think you guys would love to know that I have a helper over here. Yep, he's making sure I clean the seat properly. He's washing himself. I did notice as I walked away that you can kind of see the blue here on the side a little bit. So this is a 50% solution of isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and I put it on a new clean towel. I did not put it on the towel with the water. I'm kind of worried if I rub over the tape here that I'm just going to get blue off of the tape onto the towel versus blue off of the seat. I put one more round of fresh alcohol on the microfiber and wiped while I wasn't filming. And now let's take off the tape and see what we've got. Again, no super appreciable difference, but I can tell with my naked eye that the tape was here and there's a little more blue. So I'm going to go over that now with the alcohol. Is it perfect? Well, maybe not, but it's pretty darn close. I mean, trying not to make a shadow. It's pretty darn close to the rest of the seat. I don't think I'm going to be looking at that being upset every time I see it. I think it's come off. I think it's come off. Now for third, Don said to use this, that people have been recommending this. So let's go around to the driver's side because I think there's a little blue over there, and let's see what this does on the other side. I'm sure it's really hard to see. I parked over here in the shade on purpose because it's 95 degrees out here. But you can clearly see that there's a little bit of blue, especially on the seam there. But it's not bad, and the whole rest of the seat looks good. And I do sit on a towel most of the time. However, we've only ever sat on the towel as a passenger for the last 2 weeks while I have had these new pants. And like I said, the towel sort of slipped to the side is what happened to me. But let me try this Car Guy's professional detailing on the seam here. I sprayed, I'm letting it sit for just a minute. And I'm wiping off the seat. And to my eye, it didn't really do a whole lot. But I remember now, like this blue part on the seam, I'm telling you, it's been there for a while. That's not really new. That's like from 2 years of wear. And only tried to really clean it one time before. But I don't see that the Car Guy stuff really took the blue off in this case. So I'm going to wipe with the towel that had the water. I'm trying not to mix any chemicals, you know. You don't ever want to mix chemicals. And I wasn't really, like I said, expecting that to look better because I've tried to sort of clean this spot before. But now, it's still blue. Let's try a little bit with the alcohol. All right, this is the alcohol rag. I've got fresh alcohol on it. Oh, I see some blue coming off on the towel. So the alcohol really is getting the blue off, or at least some of it. Maybe not the part in the deepest part of the seam there, but certainly some of it. I'd say it's better. It definitely took some of it back off. I guess there's a little bit here also. Let me get a little more alcohol on my rag. I would love to tell you that it was 100% off. It's not. But does it look a lot better? And can you really tell from a distance? It looks much better, and you can't tell from a distance. So I definitely think cleaning with water first is always the way to go. Why use a chemical if you're not sure if you need a chemical? Between the Two Guys cleaner and the isopropyl alcohol worked good. Don figures that's okay to use every once in a while. So you can't see it anymore? You think it's pretty good?
Yeah, I can't. Maybe right there.
I might not have rubbed down low that far, but yeah. So isopropyl alcohol once or twice a year may be okay. Don't be doing it like every week.
Yeah, I think the thing I had told Marianne with using alcohol, apparently that's fallen out of the owner's manual. It was in there at one point and Tesla took it out. I think they did that as an abundance of caution because people might have thought they could rub with alcohol for as long as it took them to get it white, or thought it should come white, so they rubbed too long. I think the appropriate use of the alcohol is you saturate, you put it on there pretty quick, on your cloth, get your cloth nice and wet. You put it on there, you rub a little bit and let it get what it can get and stop. Don't sit there and rub forever. Or keep saturating.
I only rubbed slightly more than that.
Yeah, well,
I didn't rub too much. Really, I didn't.
I'm just saying is that I think you can rub too much.
But now these are 50K seats, and look how good they still look. So again, we are not reneging on our recommendation to get white seats. But if you are one of those people that has to have the absolute most darkest blue jeans ever, you are going to get transfer on your seats, and that's just the way it's going to be. So I guess you got to decide.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Tux. Don's going to pull Ruby in for us. We got to move out of the driveway.